Good morning. Good morning. Hey, we right back at it. Another beautiful day, May 8th, 2024. It's a great Wednesday. We're right in the middle of the week, just cranking it out. God is so great, so awesome. So thankful to be alive. Welcome back to the Daily Dose, the number one daily morning mastermind for those trying to elevate and grow in your professional, personal, or entrepreneur lives. So we'll just hop right into the verse of the week. Second Corinthians 9 and verse 6 through 8. But I say, he who sows sparingly will also reap sparingly, and he who sows bountifully will also reap bountifully. So let each one give as he purposes in his heart, not grudgingly or of necessity, for God loves a cheerful giver, and God is able to make all grace abound toward you, that you, always having all sufficiency in all things, may have an abundance for every good work. So the thing that's sticking out to me today with this verse is just making sure that we're not giving out of necessity, right? We cannot pour into somebody else from an empty cup. So we don't need to be, yes, it's important to give. Yes, it's important to sow the seeds that we need to elevate our lives, but we do not need to be giving that out of necessity, out of the things that we need in our bucket, right? So we need to make sure that we're not doing that. We need to make sure that we are taking care of what we need to take care of in our personal lives so that we can be able to sow seeds and so that we can be able to give and not give grudgingly. Like, oh man, I got to give this. Oh man, I got to do this. Like, um, because it just says like God loves whenever we can be happy to give, and we're gonna talk about that a little bit more today. But just want to talk about that for a couple of seconds because that's what's sticking out to me today for this. The business topic for today is you talking about future proofing ourselves. We know that technology is rapidly growing, right? Technology is doing a lot, and we want to make sure that we stay up to date with everything that's going on. We don't want to get left behind. We want to make sure that we are setting ourselves up now to still be relevant, in the next 10, 20 years. We want to equip ourselves now with the tools and the knowledge that we need to make sure that we are uh doing everything that we need to do, right? Make sure that we have everything that we have and we're in position to just let the years catch up to us, really. And what I mean by that is, so like for example, thank God, I had crashed my car last month, and now I had to get a new whip. So now in the new truck or whatever, it's a 2019, but I promise the stuff that's in there is like, okay, this is gonna be what cars is gonna have in 10 years. So this is cool. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not like it's old, but it's not dated. So it whenever they dropped that truck in 2019, they was preparing it to still have the features that it would need a few years down the road. So that's what we need to do for ourselves in our personal lives and in business. Number one, especially in business, we want to collect and analyze our data. Data is the most valuable resource that we have on earth. Facebook makes so much money off of our data. And there's so many data points like the things that you Google, what are you interested in? That's why all those ads pop up, so quickly as soon as you talk about something. They're analyzing that data on a very, very, very deep level. That's why they're getting so tapped into uh even like Amazon. You got all the stuff in your home. Amazon, what do you call it? The Amazon Echo, right? All these things that you put in your home to make your home smart. They're analyzing so much data. How much groceries you buy, when you buy groceries, how many people in a certain city even have this, right? How do you buy this thing? How many times it takes for you to see something to purchase it? but you want to make sure that you are collecting and analyzing your data for your business. And as all the data points that you can think of, you want to have that available to you so that you can market it to your customers and potentially market it to another business, because it might be something that you can sell if it's something that is uh, with integrity, right? You don't want to be out here just selling people information. But if you have information, you have a great resource. I would just say go ahead and start collecting as much data as possible as you can on yourself and on your business. Learn about the Internet of Things and how you can implement that into your business, right? So the Internet of Things is what I was just talking about, how you have smart homes and uh things like that, but it's more so about how you can connect so many different things to the internet. And when you learn about these things and you can kind of learn how to implement these things into your business, you can enhance and collect even more data. So just think about that as you're moving about, and think about things that you might be able to purchase that will help you grow your business as it pertains to the Internet of Things. I'm talking about like washing machines being able to hook up to the internet, right? That's the thing that just happened maybe in the last 5 to 7 years. But you can find other things that will help grow your business, that you might not even thought of, that can help, that can connect to the internet, that can help grow your business. Learn about metaverse and VR, virtual reality. When I tell you there's so many opportunities in the metaverse, it's people in the metaverse. And when I say metaverse, it's multiple of them, but I'm just taking, for example, and I'll just show you in one, right? I'll pull it up on the screen. It's gonna be kind of limited because I'm on the browser version, but I didn't. This is a metaverse. It's called Decentraland, and it's basically they have their own cryptocurrency. They have their own, like, it's just a world within the world. And people are like on these things. You have an avatar. You have um places where you can come in here and you can purchase real live things. Just like it's just the next level of how kids buy things on the game for their character. It's just people are like adults are doing this in real life, right? And what I mean by that is there are people in the metaverse with real jobs. Like in this thing, uh, yeah. So people have. Let me see. I'm about to do all of that right now. I might have to. Yeah. So I would have to go in there and do my avatar and stuff like that. But not gonna do it. But if you just look at Decentraland, it is like, so people can come in here, they can buy stuff for their avatar. You can buy virtual land and you can build like your own uh, area, literally, on the internet. Digital uh real estate is such a thing. And what I meant by people having real jobs in here, so it's people that, some in these places, you can see in the background, like kind of how it looks, but in these places, like for example, it's one. It was explained to me because I learned about it when I was installing uh technology for casinos and stuff like that. But in here, people have built casinos where people come in here and actually gamble, like their avatar. They're sitting here either on a computer or they're in VR and they're gambling. And the I don't even know what the person is called, but the person who's dealing the cards is somebody else's avatar, but they're getting paid like real money to sit there all day on a computer and virtually deal cards. And I use that as an example because we all have businesses or things that could be sold, then services that could be performed on in the metaverse. It's just something to think about, something to take it to the next level because we're transitioning into from being in real life to being in virtual life. And there's so many people that are really going to be up there and it's really going to be a thing, and it's really it's already a thing. Just want to make sure, like I said, future proof yourself, get knowledgeable about these things so you'll know what's going on and how you can uh get ahead in the market. You want to invest, right? When I say invest, I'm talking about stocks. So this is going to be renewable energy. So, electric, people that's using water, hydro stuff, renewable energy and clean technology. And what I mean by clean technology, you would just Google it, but it is technology that is not consuming massive amounts of energy like in one area, right? Because you could have because what that does is take away from the energy that's available for other people as it pertains to like electricity or as it pertains to the resources that they use. Also, you want to invest in people like companies that are mining resources in the right locations and not just using any type of materials. And all of this stuff is information that you should be knowledgeable of as it pertains to investing. We all should be investing. And this also goes into your business. When you have extra money in your business, you want to put it somewhere. You want to invest it. You don't want to just have it sitting around. You want to put that money to work too. So your business is investing. That's how you future proof your business. Another thing you can invest in is healthcare. As we get older and older, and I'm not talking about that's up to you though. I mean, because they're making money, but it can be uh, a touchy subject. But healthcare, I'm talking about actual like companies that are going after like good health, um, health services, health products. So you got mental health companies, you got uh companies that like gyms, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm talking about holistic healthcare. Because those arenas are going up as well. At this point, we have a like every year, we are increasing the average lifespan, you know, of what the normal human lives. So we want to definitely invest in those things that are helping us to live longer. And the pharmaceutical industry is a giant. They grow year after year. That's something you can invest in if you want to. Because like I said, it will make money. But I'm when I say healthcare, I'm more talking about holistic healthcare, things that are actually beneficial. Learn blockchain. You must learn how to use blockchain and Web3 technology. Um, at least have a basic understanding of what it is. You don't want to go into 2024? You don't want to go into 2030 and not knowing nothing about blockchain. It'll be equivalent to it being 2001 and then being 2008 and you still don't know how to use email. And now 2008 YouTube is here, right? So that's the equivalent of what blockchain is. You do not want to go into the future and not know what blockchain is, at least from a very minimal standpoint, right? It's so important that we understand that blockchain is uh the next internet, basically. Like that is that huge. By self-development topic of the day, It's going to be something like we talked about in the verse, and just going over generosity, the importance of it, and different ways you can give. Because most of the time when we talk about giving, a lot of people automatically just think about money. So that is the number one way, right? You can give money to somebody, and you want to, like I said, you can be happy about it. It can be something that you work hard for, right? You work hard for it, and you giving that to somebody does go a long way. But you got to also, whenever you're giving money, just make sure that whoever you're giving it to is not using you or taking advantage of, right? Just want to make sure of that. Another way you can give is by volunteering your time. Whether that's to a charity, whether that's to, you know, somebody to help them out, like move or something like that. But volunteering your time, it goes a long way as well, because time is a resource that we cannot get back. Sharing knowledge. This is a big one, and that I want to touch on in our community, because for some reason it seems like when somebody learns something in our community, they're not trying to share the information. But sharing information between us, it allows us to grow and allows us to elevate at a higher pace. It's no reason to have a limited mindset as far as sharing knowledge and thinking that, oh, you if you learn something that help you, you tell somebody else, they're gonna learn it and do better than you. I think that's the number one uh kind of mindset that some of us have as it pertains to sharing knowledge, but we want to get out of that because we just want everybody to live and have abundance. Giving gifts. This can be kind of similar to giving money, but more so you can also make gifts. Like you don't have to, well, everything costs money. So I really don't like when people say that. But I don't mean like it doesn't have to be a lot of money, right? You can give a gift to somebody, just let them know. Like it could be something that they actually like really, really need, you know. And that stuff goes a long way. Like maybe help somebody pay a bill, or maybe, give somebody just whatever, something that somebody need that maybe they have expressed it to you, or you can just give somebody a gift showing them your appreciation, something that you know that they like. Uh, Being generous is so rewarding. Listen and offer support. This is a form of generosity as well. So many times we can listen to somebody, it can go in one ear and out the other, and we're not even, paying attention to what they're talking about. But this kind of goes into volunteering your time. But whenever you are listening to somebody and you can offer support, that is a form of generosity, and it helps as well. Just another way to give, another way to be present, and another way to show your appreciation for somebody and let them know that you care. Performing acts of service, right? You can perform acts of service. Somebody can go pull up, and wash dishes for one of your friends or something like that. Just any kind of random act of service, it goes a long way. Take somebody's car to get detailed. Um, or oil change, whatever the case may be. It could be just anything. Think about like a random act of service that you could do for somebody, like I said, that they might either need or they would just want, and you know that they would appreciate it. And practice forgiveness. This uh is a is one you might not think about when it comes to generosity, but when you can forgive others and you can forgive yourself, that is a generous thing, because so many people harbor so much hate in their hearts from not forgiving others, and it limits their ability to be generous in the first place. So, I want to think about that as we're going through our lives and as we are elevating our lives and becoming better people. But that'll wrap it up for today. We're gonna have a blessed Wednesday, and we're gonna finish out the week super strong, and we'll be right back at it